Look at this, guys, the antenna where I am. Look how far we are. We're past where that gentleman's at, way over there. The antenna, you can't even see the antenna where I am, and I'm getting really good signals. Today we're gonna bring in a smart wireless bridge. This actually goes extensive miles. You could actually do almost 2.5 miles away from point to point. We're gonna test it out and see what you do and how to set it up and see what you get first of all. So let's go ahead and open it up. We're gonna open it up. So what you get first of all, a tube tie. You know, you got these actually curve, especially if you're gonna build a mount or anywhere on your roof, and they work well with those satellite mounts, which I have set these up before in the past. But first of all, I want to talk about the injectors in here, the PoE power supplies that you get. All right, you get 2 of them, and they give you actually the tie downs that you could tie them up into a pole, which is another great feature that I've never seen that included in one of these accessories. So we're going to take everything out. I set these up where they actually go longer than 2.5 miles, and we're going to open up the bottom of it so you guys can see what's in below. And right now I don't have anything, and it tells you right here exactly how they light up and how they connect. So we're going to go ahead and open one up so you can see the back of it. All right, we just opened it up, and if you guys can see it, it tells you right there the connection, LAN and LAN 2. All right, so LAN 1 will be where you actually connect this one into one, and if you have another source and you want to connect it, or you want to send out the signal to a laptop or a router or a switch, this one will be coming out. Now here it's very important right here, we have the channels. So you have multiple devices with different channels or different accessories or different routes. So make sure you're aware of that. So you have to match the actual channel in order to bridge them. And we're going to do that. Of course, they give you the power source too if you want to connect the power, or if you have a PoE, you can do it directly. But like I said, very simple. We're going to set it up right now from the ground up, and we're going to do it indoors first. Prior to this starting, you got to make sure, like I said, put them together side by side and set them up. And when you get the signal on the other side, you're ready to send it out. So let me show you exactly what we're going to do and where we're going to set it up so you guys can see. All right, guys, we're going to set up right here, the source, next to my garage, where we're going to send the signal probably around that corner over there, far away. We're gonna try to say, I'm taking a power source and a laptop and a roller so we can actually maybe get a signal from there to here and see how well it works. We're gonna try to signal place it somewhere in here so we could see how it works. Okay, we're gonna make this with the transceiver, so we're gonna have to switch this little thing here if you guys can see it. It's really hard. You're gonna need, oh, actually I did it. As long as you have nails, you can do it. So we're gonna switch it from A to B. So this is gonna be mounted in on this stand here that we're doing right now, we're building. So I'm gonna put this one in here. All right, so let's go ahead and do it. All right, so if you guys can see, I passed it in there. We're gonna line it up to the pole here. Real simple. We're gonna line it up here, get a nice little angle view, and then we're gonna plug it in here indoors first. I'm gonna put it outdoors. This is gonna go outdoors, and then we're gonna do a transceiver from the other end, so you guys notice. So right now, let's go ahead and test this out. All right, so let me explain a little bit on this one right here, in particular one. This one's gonna have to be A. All right, A signal. A signal goes to B signal, and B signal, which is down here, it tells you right there. I have it on B signal. If you guys can see, this is the actual receiver. It's a little confusing. I know it tells you right here that A is the receiver and B is transmitter. So transmitter, you're going to transmit, not, it's the opposite way. I found that it was the opposite way. So just to be sure that A is going to be this one and B is going to be the intake. That's very important because I had a little trouble understanding the sticker. Normally it's the opposite way, but it's working the way I set it up. Now you connect the power source here on one side, on the left hand side, and then I connect the computer, but you don't have to. You could go wireless. You just got to know the signal on the, you have to know the password for this wireless thing. So that's another very important thing you have to know before you go do that. So remember, guys, that's A, which is going to send, this one goes all the way through my internet. It goes to a PoE port that I have in here, and it goes all the way here. See the cable, and that will send in the signal. A is going to send the signal to wherever you go, B. All right, for testing purposes, I got the antenna mounted in here and these wheels that we're going to actually roll way in the back out. And I have an external battery, an EcoFlow, that gives it a lot of charge. We're going to power this sucker through here. We're going to put the injector, of course, you know, the injector is going to go in here. So right now I'm a couple of feet away from here. We're going to keep testing the signal out. If you guys can see, I can hardly see here, but we're getting actually a better signal here from here. Look at this, guys, the antenna where I am. Look how far we are. We're past where that gentleman is at, way over there. The antenna, you can't even see the antenna where I am, and I'm getting really good signals from here. We're gonna test it out. If you guys can see it, test again. 80. That's because I'm actually connected to it right now. We're 85. We're actually better signal than earlier. Better than signal that where we were out there. And you guys can see, I'm gonna step back. You can see the whole setup. I have a battery, a mount, and I'm super far away from the actual corner. So let's go back and talk a little bit more inside. Look, you don't have to be directly in the bridge itself to get the signals. I'm actually outdoors right now. I'm getting 82, so I'm getting closer, and you can actually see the antenna from here. I'm going to point the antenna where it's at. So we're going to zoom in a little bit more. You see where that white car is at? Right there. Let me see if I can get it. That's the antenna right there. All right, let's go ahead and show you guys the hidden part of the actual wireless. So when you come in here, the book doesn't have the password for the admin, but obviously a lot of these things, you try to change them or you try to modify them, it's a little difficult. But here we just type in admin for the username, and then we type in admin for the password. We log in. Here it gives you a couple other choices in here, and it gives you more options. We're not going to modify or change anything right now because we have it set up we want to. We can set up the any kind of password we want, but as you can see, it says please don't use to tweak password. It's an option. You could tweak it, but then you might mess up on the other end. And all right, so let me explain something to you guys. Very simple. On your desktop, you don't have to be tethered in like I have. They give you the instructions on which module you have and the password that you need for the actual module in there. So let's go ahead and open the wireless connections. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna look for it, and if you guys can see it, it's right here where it says CPE 5G40, and we have to look for that one, 5G40. Which is on the list in here, and it gives you the password in here. So we're going to go ahead and click on that one and hit connect, and it's going to ask you for the password. Of course, we have the password. Here's the signal right here, right behind me. We're going to walk a little bit further down, and right now I'm walking in my neighborhood, of course, and we'll see how good the signal is for this thing right now. So we're getting at 76.3 by 90, and I just left I'm around, I would say around 50 feet away from it, and I'm still getting the signal. So I'm gonna keep walking away, maybe a couple hundred yards. I'm gonna try to see if I can go up to 100 yards from it. So the signal, it hasn't lost the signal. I'm outdoors, and that's the only wire that we have it, but we have the antenna pointing to me, so I am gonna get even a signal even on the distance. And right now, I'm gonna try again. Here where I am, I'm actually getting 70 by, I would say 80, close to 80. It's getting windy too. So we're gonna keep walking, and look how incredible the signal is on the distance. I could continue further up. I'm just going to a straight line where the actual antenna's at, and I'm going to hit again, test again, and that's pretty much it, man. I could go further than that, and you guys can see I'm actually on the lot. My house, we just left there right now, so I could continue further up, and we're still gonna get a 70 signal. So not just bridging, but you're actually gonna get a better signal, even direct. So we're gonna walk back. So I hope you guys enjoy this test.